Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Don't face that court alone. Let the Wise Man team get you back on the road. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call the Wise Man team at Wise Man Lawyers.
Alright, today I'm at Stanthorpe Magistrates Court, about 3 hours west of Brisbane. Client was charged with low range drink driving. That said, although it was low range, it was pretty much at the top end of the low range bracket. His reading was 0.093. The low range bracket's 0.05 to 0.099. Once you hit 0.1 and above, that's mid range, and then high range starts at 0.15. So low range. That said, as I've already stated, he was at the top end of the low range bracket. He's from Byron Bay, meaning he was the holder of a New South Wales driver's licence, and for that reason he wasn't eligible to apply for a drink driving work licence. To be eligible to apply for a DUI drink driving work licence, you, among other things, you need to be the holder of a valid Queensland or open Queensland licence when intercepted. So if you're on your P's, you can't get a work licence, and if you hold an interstate or an international licence, you won't be able to get a work licence. And just on that point, if you don't hold one on the day in question and then you go and get one before court, that doesn't count. It's the date, the moment you're intercepted, you need to be the holder of a open Queensland driver's licence. So given that he wasn't eligible for a DUI drink driving work licence, my job was one of getting the disqualification down as low as possible. Worst case scenario for low range is a 9-month loss of licence. Mandatory minimum is 1 month. For that reading, it's very, very hard to persuade a magistrate to. Ordinarily, I told this client I'll do my best to get it under 2 months. For that reading, I'd be misleading my client to suggest that there was a likelihood that I'd get it under 2 months. That said, I'm not here for a haircut. I was here to go hard and get it down as low as possible, but realistically speaking, and based on my experience, to get it under 2 months is a very good outcome, given a reading of 0.093. As I said, he lived at Byron Bay. Today, the matter was at Stanthorpe. Basically, he came up for the weekend, stayed at a backpackers, drove to a local nightclub with a bunch of backpacker friends, and at the end of the night, they're all leaving. They're waiting for taxis. Basically, the whole crowd from the nightclub were waiting for taxis, and there was one taxi per half an hour arriving. Being Stanthorpe, and at this time of year it was freezing, the friends started pressuring my client to give them all a lift to the backpackers, which wasn't that far, but too far to walk apparently, and he's unfortunately caved and given him a lift. So he's been charged, and as I said, breathalyzed 0.093. As a part of preparing, like I do with all my clients, I got him to complete a reformatory course which spoke about what can happen when you drink drive, fatalities, etc. I got him to get some character references based on a template that we give all of our clients. I got him to fill out a form which prompts him to give me all the information that I need to know about him as a person, so background, upbringing, education, employment, family situation, difficulties he'll suffer while he's off the road, and as I said, particularly given he can't get a DUI drink driving work licence, the difficulties he'll suffer given he lives in a regional location, Byron Bay, and that he's a tradesman, so that's not a job that he can do from home. I prepared my submissions prior to today, met the client at court. I drove up last night, met the client at court. We went in, as I said, I took the magistrate through the steps that he's taken to reform himself, as I said, the course, the words of his referees. I made, as I said, verbal submissions based on the information that he gave me in that form that I provided, and basically I've stressed the fact that the longer he's off the road, the longer he's going to suffer, the more his business is going to suffer, and the fact that he's a victim of what I say, his domicile. So he's a victim of the fact that he doesn't live in Queensland. If he did live in Queensland, if he did hold a valid Queensland licence, today would very well have been a DUI drink driving work licence application, and given his good history, I'm confident that it would have got it over the line had he been eligible. But as I said, he wasn't. But I did labour that point in trying to get the magistrate to minimise the penalty. The short version, notwithstanding what I told my client before we went in, and notwithstanding what I said at the beginning about it being near on impossible to get it under 2 months for a reading of .093, I was ultimately successful in persuading the magistrate to grant the mandatory minimum 1 month. So he got the mandatory minimum 1 month. It's physically impossible to get any less than 1 month, but today that's what my client was granted. So the 1 month starts today. Obviously a month from now he can go and renew his licence and get back to doing what he does best. He's happy. I'm Andrew Wiseman. Thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Andrew Wiseman from Wiseman Lawyers, Queensland's only truly dedicated drug, alcohol and traffic offence law firm. If you face loss of licence, loss of vehicle, imprisonment or anything in between at any court in Queensland, we can and will help you today. This is our specialty. This is all we do. Give us a call, 1300 947 352. I look forward to helping you resolve your issue today.
Don't face that